All right, check this out. I got my Meteor Playfield back from Brad last night at Forked River. We met up over there. And, I'm going to be selling this Playfield with this back glass and the old lamp panel when all is said and done. And then someone can potentially revive this Meteor. But I am going to steal a couple things. This spinner. The roof is a little bit caved in there. There we go. Now it can actually somewhat spin. And I'll replace that with a different one that I have. And I am going to steal one of these Playfield hooks because I can. All right, let's go read some comments. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Okay, I'm trying something a little bit new. Last time, while I was editing the comments portion, I noticed how the camera's kind of going in and out. And it was driving me crazy, so I apologize. It must have drove you all nuts. So I've got this mini little tripod, and I got the flash on, so hopefully it won't do the like in and out focusy thing and mess with your heads. So I haven't checked any messages. We're gonna go live here. I think I got all messages. I don't think there's that many because I checked them not that long ago. So let's see what we got. All right, Gary Miller. Oh, I should use my glasses. Here we are. That way I can see. Gary Miller says, spinner decal S on both. Okay, yeah, well, I have those decals. Oh, boy. Hold on, I'm coming. That's what I got. So I'll just stick those on the two Meteor spinners. So that should work. I'm curious if these are actually a little bigger than the spinners themselves. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. Hey, Pez Johnson says, that's so much yellow, isn't it? But it really does make it look great. I can't believe that Mike Dimas read my comment about reading my comment. Pez Johnson 2024. P.S. Hope you bet over. Oh, yeah. What was the over-under on this episode? 11.5 or something on this series? And this is... Are we on 12? Oh, shit. Yep. Whoever bet over 11.5 episodes. Looks like you guys are going to be winners. All right. We got Mr. 901 Tommy Jacks says, heard you on the Pinball Show podcast with your predictions for 2025. I have to say, I think you're right. Oh, yeah. I submitted my predictions for 2025. I wonder if I have that audio clip still. I should just add that in. But... my predictions for 2025 were basically that there will be a lot of shenanigandous behavior because there are so many shenaniganders out there in Shenaniganderland, something like that. So I actually have to listen to the rest of that episode because Zach and Dennis are giving away a bunch of cool prizes, and I just realized I didn't finish the episode, so I don't know. If I had won something, then I imagine you would have mentioned that. So either I didn't win anything or they haven't announced the prize winners just yet. So yeah. And we've got Sim Road Adventures. Says just getting into pinball over the past couple months. Got two newer ones, but then stumbled onto an opportunity to redo some older machines. Currently have a Bride of Pinbot, very cool. And I think that's supposed to be, Black Knight 2000 that I am working on. Watching your channel gives me so many ideas how to redo versus just shopping out. Thanks for sharing, as it gives me tons to look forward to on my own journeys as I follow yours. Oh, right on. Well, yeah, it is definitely a lot of crazy adventures in this hobby. So welcome aboard. We've got Prestaman. I'm probably saying that unnecessarily with an accent, but sounds better that way. My last comment made the video. Yes, it did. I hope my celebrity status doesn't rise too high. I can do normal tasks like go to Walmart, etc. Well, you might have to sign some old lady's boobs at Walmart. You just never know. Mark Jackson says, great fun and lots of progress. It's a shame we can't fast forward to the actual work rather than the video of the work. The yellow looks great. You're getting down to the pointy end now. Excellent work, Mike. Yes. You know, probably only a few more episodes to go. I still got to build that lamp panel, but you're right. Like, this playfield could friggin' end up in the cabinet today. Who knows? We're getting close. David Carper. Oh, this is an old High Speed 2, the Ghetto Way. I forgot about that. Nicknaming WPC is bad juju. Oh, I think it's the best kind of juju. Espresso Mechanic TV says, looking really cool, Mike. If you could have got hold of transparent yellow flipper bats, ooh, that would have been a cool friggin' idea. With clear rubbers, that would have been even better. Oh man, why do you got to give me good ideas like this? Because that could cost me money and time of waiting for parts. But it's a minor detail, really. All it needs now is that new playfield and a color DMD. No, hang on. You know what? You could probably get green LED displays. That would be something, eh? You might even be able to get yellow. Mad Scientist says, I'm yellow with envy. Very cute. Espresso Mechanic TV says, even more magic from the Aladdin's Cave of Pinball. Oh, this is the Crazy Garage episode I just posted. Plus, Kevin now owns the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo, pretty much, yeah. If you want to see what that's all about, watch that video. Kevin traded his old Thunderball for this 1974 Chevy massive van that is pretty friggin' awesome. Another Crazy Garage comment from Big Mike. Remember that movie, The Toy? That's amazing. As always, keep up the good work. I don't know that movie. I mean, I don't know most common movies, let alone the obscure ones. Hey, there's Tilting T. Says, I can feel Kevin getting nervous as you traverse around all those parts. Yeah, I'm kind of notorious for stomping over all of the parts in the Crazy Garage. Hey, there's Daryl Pelon. Saw him last night. Looking great as always, and a ton of stuff underway. Actually, not only did I see him, as soon as I saw him, he pinched my bum. So that was, Dan Shattuck's orders to Daryl, and he came through. He followed through, and I definitely repaid Daryl the favor, I think, as we were leaving Forked River last night. Devilman says, that van is killer. Kevin, love the No Good Gophers. Great video, brother. Right on. That's Paul Devlin. So, yep, right on. Mad Scientist is back and says the Graisley Boogie Van is incredible, isn't it? Pretty friggin' awesome. Anyway, these were supposed to be, I was kind of supposed to focus on comments just for Quicksilver. I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but you know what? This might be the last one. So, Mad Scientist here for the first comment. Nice. Graisleys don't stop. And for that, I'll give you one of these and one of those. All right. Now, let's move on to actual work. All right. Waited a long time for this. This is the old original Playfield hook. Here is the one I thieved. I'm going to have to bend that one just a little bit. But got that, and I've got my spinner now. So I have two original Stern spinners. The correct weight, the correct size. Instead of those repro ones, which are like, 10 grams heavier. I don't know if they would spin any better or worse or what, but what about these decals? Oh, I think they are actually going to fit perfectly. Okay, that's exciting. So, wonder if I should paint these edges white first. Is that like getting a little too heavy? I mean, I gotta stay in the realms of LEP here. I could go a little bit meppy, I guess, medium end. Or a little orange in there might be weird. Not like you're really gonna see it. But it wouldn't take much to just kind of paint these edges white. Clean up with some rubbing alcohol the sides here so that these decals stick. But yeah, hey, why not? Let's do some spinner stuff. Okay, Operation Spinner has begun. So I just have this primer here. It's good quality. Let's paint it over the edge. And it went on good. Just gotta let that dry. I might even be able to get away with one coat. but I may go 2. And yeah, so I just clean the face with my little rubbing alcohol pads, courtesy of Shiny Boy. And I straightened out these brackets. I just basically put, I'll try and show you, but I have to find a new spot for this then. Let's see. That'll work. So my strategy to straighten these out, first I was trying to bend it in the vise there, but I was just kind of bending in the middle. So I just went like this, put it on the corner here, and just banged it in the corner with the hammer until it was about 90 degrees. So that worked out pretty good. And oh yeah, the spinner arms, you know, sometimes they bend a little bit up or down. So I just actually used my brackets to kind of like push down on that and get these arms as perpendicular as I could. Oh yeah, and I didn't show you. Here's my new sleeves, none of which apply to Quicksilver. That is more newer style. But here are the pop bumper caps. More yellow goodness. So they're the opaque style. And they look good. They're so thick though, I don't know how well they're going to show light. I'm going to try these out. They were $5 each, US, at Pinball Resource. And, you know, so just call them $10 each by the time they land. So I'd hate to not use them, but if I don't love them, I can go with the transparent yellow. I may actually have 3 in stock, decent used ones that I could go with. So I'm probably going to give this one more coat. And then I did take the Dremel to the arms too, just to polish them up a little bit. I thought the Dremel might get rid of the paint. I could sand that off. Maybe I will, just to make sure it spins wonderfully. And I feel like I'm getting more paint everywhere every time I touch that thing, so I'm going to leave it be for a minute. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention is that I replaced the capacitors on all of the stand-up targets. Pretty much all of them were missing. And out of the 6 up here, the one that was remaining was had one leg broken off. So that means these guys should be nice and responsive now. A new guy here, and then a new one on this switch. I don't know if it being on this switch and these two are tied together, if that helps that switch out at all or not. I mean, it's on the same circuit basically. And a new one here. So now I gotta flip over the Playfield so I can get at my other spinner. I just finished listening to the pinball show. Well, I'm done the portion where they gave away all the prizes, which is pretty sweet. Got a lot of winners, a lot of cool prizes. I was not a winner, but that's okay. That was a fun segment that they did. Anyway, I got 2 coats of primer on my spinners. Oh, and I upgraded from the Dremel brush to the file to get rid of all the paint on the arms. It came off very easily. And these things are going to rip for days. So I'm excited to get these decals on and install them. Just going to probably take the hair dryer to these and help assist the drying process so I can install these guys. All right, it is decal time. Now, trivia time for you. You've got 5 seconds to answer which is the correct orientation of these S. Is it an S? I mean, I'm assuming it's an S for stern, but I think I remember hearing that it's actually not an S for stern. So 2 trivia questions. What does the S stand for? Number 2, which is the correct orientation? You know, your 5 seconds begins. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so this is the correct answer. That is up. So let's install and see how this goes. I filed off the paint on both sets of spinner arms now. Okay, bye-bye Meteor. Your service, your contribution to this Quicksilver is very much appreciated. Shall you rest happily in a new Playfield? Rest in R.I.P. Rest in Playfield. I don't feel like this is the best strategy. No. Is this painful to watch? I feel like it might be. Or is this like some ASMR, OCD satisfaction once you nail it? Boom. That's pretty damn good. Okay, we'll do the other side. Oh, what is up? Or are they both the same? Yeah, it doesn't matter. The orientation. Thought I was gonna have to revert back to Internet Pinball Database. Good thing I checked, because I probably would have put those S's on upside down. I hear Theater of Magic in the background of my head saying, "You must concentrate." Yeah, we'll give that another go. So if you want to see why I have a Band-Aid on my thumb, well, you won't see the actual incident, but go watch my video that I haven't posted yet of installing a couple mods on my buddy Shawnee Boy's Jaws. Did that yesterday. I might have left a bit of DNA behind on his Jaws machine, but it's appropriate for the theme, wouldn't you say? Some blood in the water, so to speak. Nope, not happy there. Oh, I guess apparently I get very quiet when I go into concentration mode. But it's worth it, because look at that. I think I nailed it. Pretty damn good. See a little bit of orange there, but I'm not too concerned about that. Probably should add a clear coat. Oh, you know what? I probably should have did that before installing the decal. Yeah, that was a mistake. So I'm going to actually install some clear on this guy before I do these decals, and then we'll install them and show you the finished product. All right, ready to check out the spinner action? Here we go. They look pretty damn good, if you ask me. Spin beautifully. I didn't even add super lube yet. That one sounds a little more squeaky, but I will add super lube. But I'm very pleased with the results. They look great. It's nice that they're resting perpendicular, which oftentimes you have to fight with. And the fact that they're original Stern Electronics spinners makes me happy inside. Now let's dry fit these pop bumper caps. Kind of have a look and see what they're going to look like. At this angle, you can not even notice the cool translucent bodies. But what about this angle? Well, that's photo worthy right there. that could be my gallery photo or thumbnail or whatever you call it. It's looking good. Okay, you know what I think I'm gonna do is prop you up, and we'll just quickly install the plastics, and we'll be able to do the corners due to the clamps, but at least pop them on there. Then we'll turn the machine on with the general illumination and see what it all looks like. Are you guys getting sick of this theme song yet? Well, I'll throw it on for 20 seconds or so. Here we go.
Don't even think of challenging him. Watch his shots and pulse pass as he kicks you in the ass.
All right, plastics are installed, and got my rubber post caps installed. My corners I can't just do yet, like I said, but it's really coming along. Now, let's see what it all looks like when we turn it on. Oh, I do like those pop bumper caps. And they're very uniformly illuminated. Just with the way that I did the LEDs being so far down in the body, I'm very pleased with that. Can't wait to see the lane guides lit up. How's the light showing through the plastics? Yeah. Actually, I don't have a couple bulbs in the corners. I got that guy there I got to do. And there's at least... But yeah, you can see the light coming through. One more over there too I got to do. Oh, this is getting pretty darn near ready to go in the cabinet. So that is exciting. All right, I am going to take a break. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back from my break. Bought me some 2-part epoxy, which I've heard good things about. I've mixed it up because a few of my inserts didn't seem to glue very well with the just gel crazy glue I was using, and it looked like they kind of sunk again, or they just, yeah, I don't know. So I went over some of the lowest inserts, and then I applied the 2-part epoxy to try and hold them in place better. There was some inserts I was just not happy with, so I dealt with that. Hopefully that will solve that issue. Right now I feel like I'm pretty happy, and if I do need to address any more inserts in the future, I can do that. Just doesn't need to be on the rotisserie. So what's next? I don't know. I need to figure that out. It very well could be putting this Playfield in the cabinet, or actually, you know, now is a good time to do any repinning that I want to do, with the harness being nice and accessible. Oh, what do we got going on here? All kinds of more green goop. Oh, and some hackery? Or is that just solder that came up off the floor? Oh yeah, okay. No problem. That was just my solder remnants. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of look at these connectors, fix this guy, and that'll be the next thing I'm going to do. And then we might just throw this thing into the cabinet, connect it up, and see what happens. All right, I'll bring you along for 3 crimps. And then, you'll have the idea if you don't already have it. I'll show you how I repin connectors. So this is the suspect right here. And where does this wire go? Well, fortunately, the pin is still in the housing right there. So we know that this guy goes here. So that's easy enough. But we'll start with this black orange wire. So I just mash the pin in with a little jeweler's screwdriver. Don't be afraid to break it. And as you can see, it's non-trifuricon. Hey, I got 2 side cutters. I didn't mean to do that. It's supposed to be that. So, black orange. So snip that right off there. Better go down a little bit here. And then I take off about 1/8 of an inch, like so. Got my 0.156 trifuricons 18 to 20 gauge. And I put large on the bag, as in they are larger than the other ones. So here's the terminal. Want to see the difference? That is the difference. Got that little extra piece there. That makes it from a bifuricon, I just made that up, to a trifuricon. Tri as in now you'll have 3 points of contact rather than 2. Okay, so this is the trickiest part of them all. Who's messaging me? Star Wars Episode 1? Somebody from Windsor that I must have dealt with? Okay, I gotta check that out. Maybe somebody wants to sell me a pinball machine. So there. Stick that in the housing just like that. In the crimpers. 18 to 22 gauge. And then this is also important. You want to get this in just right. Just past the insulation. So like, I don't know if you can see that, but right about there should do. I could have went in a little bit more actually. You want that insulation just sticking out a little bit more. This part squeezes on the insulation. This little part squeezes on the wire. This here and this here. 2 different crimping points. So, like, I'm going to pull on that. Seems okay. Should be fine. I would have liked to get a little more grip on that insulation, but give her a tug. And then we can reuse the old housing. And that little, what do you call that thing again? Anyway, that thing goes up. Tang? Is it a tang? And then you push it in and you listen for the click. Sometimes there's not a click though, but there you go. That's how we do that. Now, I'd show you these other guys, but I think you get the hang of it, and I want to see what this text is all about. Okay, so the text wasn't a pinball machine for sale. It was someone who I have in my contacts as Star Wars Episode 1, Mike. We must have been talking some Star Wars back in the day. And I see we've had some conversations here and there. He says he's looking for a bumper kit for a Soccer Kings by Williams, which I'm assuming, you know, like a rubber set is what he's looking for. So I'll point him in the right direction. In the meanwhile, here's the old terminals. And here's the new. Very nice and shiny. And that'll be much better. So I'm going to go clean off this goop and inspect the other connectors while I'm at it. It's always much better to be able to sit on your butt while doing some repinning. So I've been doing that for a little bit. I got this guy done. There's another one somewhere. This guy done. And then I did this one. This is the one with all the goop on it, or was. And this one, I believe, goes into the CPU and is kind of important. So although I cleaned up the goop pretty good, I thought, you know, there's still a little bit of goop in the housing. And I tried to clean that thoroughly, but I didn't get it all. But I did repin it. And yeah, so I figured that connector deserved it. The other guys, we're just gonna plug them in and see what happens. This might just be lights. I think this guy might just be lights. And this might be solenoids. So, oh, there's another couple over here. How are these guys looking? Looks fine. I think this goes to the back box, maybe. Anyway. Oh yeah, and then this guy's repinned from before. So, let's, I guess, I don't know, are we ready to stick this Playfield in the cabinet? Damn, this might be it. Okay, this is actually happening. Playfield and cabinet are going to unite for the first time. I've got two of the clamps off, and bring you along to witness the insertion.
Pinball Shenanigans, we can't resist. Best YouTube channel you don't wanna miss. Pinball toys, Grizzly Garage, fixing pins. No matter how you look at it, we all win. Now look at Julie's big smile as she takes down your score by a mile. There's no girl that can match her skill. Don't pay a dinner or you will be paying the bill. Pinball Shenanigans, we can't resist. Best YouTube channel you don't wanna miss. Pinball toys, Grizzly Garage, fixing pins. No matter how you look at it, we all win. We all win. We all win.
Holy shit. I've got a Quicksilver. There was one point when I just started putting the Playfield into the cabinet, and I thought it wasn't going to fit. But that only lasted for a millisecond. But look at this. It's official. It feels like the most official part that has happened yet in this whole process. It is friggin' awesome. Okay, now I'm excited. I can install my Playfield hooks, my apron, the rest of the LEDs, and the corner plastics. I'll do that first before I connect everything up. Okay, I got the Playfield hooks installed. No problem. And cleaned a bit of the rust off these guys. And now let's install the apron.
Kevin's the pinball restoration king who never stops. Takes a pile of junk and makes it pop. Bring him 1, 2, 3 pinball machines. He don't care, don't in a week, and you won't be able to not stare. Pinball Shenanigans, we can't resist.
Okay, so there's 3 LEDs that need to be installed back here. I dremeled out sockets, and before I stick on the corner plastics, I did plug the Playfield into the power supply. Let's see if these lights actually work. Ah, yes, okay, no more looking. This Playfield is definitely very snug in this cabinet. And another point of snugness is these little rubber stoppers, bumpers at the back here. I already popped one off, but This thing's got to go. Oh, it's painted silver even, because there's just not enough space for the corner plastics and these to coexist. So, moving along. All right, why don't I bring you along for some corner plastic installation. Plastics were completely missing, so was all the hardware. So I got the 2 long screws and miraculously found a little baggie of the correct panhead Phillips screws, so that's pretty sweet. Nice and shiny. So, yeah, let's install these corners.
Best YouTube channel you don't want to miss. Pinball, toys, grits and garage, fixing pins. No matter how you look at it, we all win. We all win. Here comes Oshani boy scoring high on each pin. This guy only knows how to win.
Okay, I got to do a couple more things before we turn this on. See if our lock bar fits. Okay, success. It's a little dusty. It's very staticky. One other piece here. Ooh, actually, there's a couple more pieces. This guy here came with a plastic set. Oh, I gotta get this right. Ring's gonna go like this and like this. So we got it to go like this. And then so, yeah. Okay, one other thing, and then actually I have to go. I gotta get ready for soccer in like 5 minutes. Do I have enough time to stick on these decals? Yeah, let's give her a try. I'm a little bit torn whether I should put that on or not. It's blue. It just doesn't really go with anything. Maybe I'll leave that off for now. It's original and it's cool, but kind of looks pretty friggin' sexy the way it is. But I think this is a must. So I gotta concentrate. Might get silent here. This is something I don't want to screw up. Okay. Really need clean hands for this too. I gotta wash my hands. Hold on. Okay, are we live? All right. Where did I put it now? I don't want to get any fingerprints on the adhesive that will be there permanently, although against a black paint job probably won't be visible. Here's some ASMR action for you. I don't know if you can hear all the creaking going on upstairs, but Jamie and her mom are vigorously pacing the floor, baking cookies and Christmas goodies. So I don't know if you can hear that, probably not, but that is happening in the background. Okay, ready?
A while back he sold Mike in Stranger Things. These two are living like kings. Pinball Shenanigans, we can't resist. Best YouTube channel you don't want to miss.
That looks pretty effing cool, doesn't it? I think I did a pretty good job. If you look real close, this is what I was concerned about, where my fingers touched. You can see it, I mean, especially with the friggin' flash on, but I mean, with normal eyeballs, this is what it's gonna look like. What do you think? We'll do a vote. Should we do coin door decal, start credit button decal, or not? Kind of looks pretty damn good the way it is, I think. So I may just leave that. Okay, I have like 1 minute, and then I gotta go get ready for soccer. So let's power this on. Take one final look here before we wrap it up, and then move on. But here we go. Start from the legs. It's looking pretty effing good. I mean, this is the uniting of Kevin's Hep style restoration and my Lep style project on this playfield here. But it ups the lepidiness of it all when you stick it in a beautiful cabinet. So feels like a nice little upgrade, of course. Doesn't feel quite as leppy, but in the spirit of Lep, I'd say we did a darn good job, eh? Okay, so next episode, I will connect things and see if shit actually works.